Good morning, everyone. I hope that everyone's well. I know this has been a particularly difficult week for a lot of us, but especially for that of children, teachers, and parents who are making this transition, this journey back to school. I know it's especially difficult for parents. I know you have a lot of stress, a lot of worries, a lot of anxieties about sending your children back to school. It's difficult for teachers. We're expected to just jump right into the strange new teaching environment. And as well as it's difficult for children, we shouldn't take away the fact that school is not the school that they knew for it to be. And it won't be that way for a while. And that's scary for them too. So this morning I wanted to speak into those fears and anxieties and doubts that we have. I'm going to be reading from Psalm 121, and that's a song of ascents. And basically the psalm was written during the Israelites' journey to Jerusalem, their pilgrimage to meet with the Lord. And I'm so grateful that we don't have to go to a specific place to meet with him, but that he meets us right where we are. And we are all on a different journey. We're all facing different struggles, and we're all going through different things. So as I read the psalm this morning, I just want you to picture yourself and being a pilgrim and being anxious and worried about this journey ahead, and knowing that that's okay and the Lord's going to meet you in the midst of that. I lift up my eyes to the hills. From where does my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade on your right hand. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. One of the most beautiful words that really sticks out in that psalm for me is the word keep. And in this context, it means to guard, to watch over, and to attend to carefully. And the word keep is mentioned 6 times. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life, and the Lord will keep your going out and your coming in. The reason why this word is so profound to me is the Lord wants us to remember that we are not our ultimate protectors, as well as that of our children. That he calls us to be wise, yes. One of the many verses in Proverbs 4, verse 6-7, do not forsake wisdom. Wisdom is supreme. So the Lord hates foolishness. So in this time, he's calling us to be wise. He's calling us to sanitize, wash our hands, masks, visors, the works. But he wants us to remember that we are not the keepers of our own life. We don't have the power to keep our own lives or that of our children. And the Lord wants us to take that burden off of our shoulders and give the job that is not ours back to him. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. The Lord is so watchful over our movements, and he is supposed to be our keeper of those movements. And I pray that you would allow him to be your watchman, the watchman of your children's lives. That you can do as much as you can to protect them in this time, but that ultimately, while they're at school, the Lord is their watchman. That teachers, we can do what we need to do. Our schools can do what they need to do to protect us. But ultimately, the Lord is our watchman. And to remind your children that they can keep themselves safe in the school environment. But ultimately, the Lord is their keeper. And I pray that when this feels like it's a bit too much, when it's too overwhelming, that you would lift your eyes up to the hills and remember that your help ultimately doesn't come from within yourself or from the world or those around you. That yes, we can do things, but that ultimately our help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth.